Good morning, students. Now let us next see the next part, remainder theorem. Now there is a relation between the value of the polynomial p at x is equal to minus a and the remainder when the polynomial p is divided by x plus a. Now consider this example. Here the polynomial p is 4x square minus x plus 2 and it is divided by x plus 1. Now the dividend polynomial is 4x square minus x plus 1 and the divisor polynomial is x plus 1. So here when you perform the division either by the normal division method or by the synthetic division method, you get the remainder 7. Now we will find out the value of the polynomial at x is equal to minus 1. So wherever x is there, substitute minus 1. So 4 into minus 1 square plus minus of minus 1 plus 2. 4 into 1 plus 1 plus 2. So that is 4 plus 1 plus 2, that is 7. So the value of the polynomial p for x is equal to minus 1 is equal to 7. So this shows you that the value of the polynomial when the polynomial p is divided by x plus a, then the remainder is the value of the polynomial at x is equal at minus a. This means it is the same the value of the polynomial for x is equal to minus a. This is known as the remainder theorem. Now here this another examples here in this next. So now let us see what do you mean by the factor theorem. Now factor theorem means here if the value of the polynomial is equal to 0, if the given polynomial is divided by the divisor polynomial and if the remainder is 0, then we say that the divisor polynomial is the factor of the dividend polynomial. So here in this first example here, the polynomial p is x cube plus 4x minus 5. It is divided by x minus 1. Then find the remainder and hence determine whether x minus 1 is a factor of p or not. Now the polynomial p is x cube plus 4x minus 5. So substitute x is equal to 1, you get 1 cube plus 4 into 1 minus 5. So 1 plus 4 minus 5, that is equal to 0. So as per this, the remainder is equal to 0. Therefore x minus 1 is the factor of p. So this means that any polynomial is given to you and the divisor is given, and then if you find out the remainder by using the remainder theorem and if you get the remainder 0, then we say that the given polynomial is the factor of the polynomial p. Now find the value of the polynomial 2x minus 2x cube plus 7 using the given values. Now substitute x is equal to 3. Denote the polynomial p with 2x minus 2x cube plus 7. Wherever x is there, substitute 3. So 2 into 3 minus 2 into 3 cube plus 7. So 6 minus 2 into 9 plus 7. So 2 nines are 2 cube is 27, 2 into 27 plus 7. So 6 minus 54 plus 7, so that is minus 41. So value of the polynomial at x is equal to 3 is minus 41. Now second one, x is equal to minus 1. So wherever x is there, substitute minus 1, you will get the value of the polynomial. And same way you can find out the value of the polynomial at x is equal to 0. Now second one is for each of the following polynomial, find out the value of the polynomial p at x is equal to 1, value of the polynomial at x is equal to 0 and value of the polynomial at x is equal to minus 2. Now let us see the first example. Polynomial p is denoted by x cube So value of the polynomial at x is equal to 1 is equal to 1 cube, that is 1. Value of the polynomial p at 0 is equal to 0 cube is equal to 0. Value of the polynomial p at minus 2 is equal to minus 2 cube, that is minus 8. So this way for the second and the third example you will solve. Now third one, if the value of the polynomial m cube plus 2m plus 9, 2m plus a is 12, where at m is equal to, for m is equal to 2, find the value of a. Now the polynomial p, the function of m is equal to m cube plus 2m plus a. So value of the polynomial p at m is equal to 2 is equal to 2 cube plus 2 into 2 plus a. So 12 is equal to 8 plus 4 plus a. So 12 is equal to 12 plus a. So a is equal to 12 minus 12, that is 0. So the value of a is equal to 0. Now the fourth sum, it is same just like the third one, so you will try yourself. Now the fifth one, divide the first polynomial by the second polynomial and find the remainder by using the factor theorem. Now here the polynomial p is x square minus 7x plus 9 and we are dividing it by x plus 1. Opposite of plus 1 is minus 1. So find out the value of the polynomial p at x is equal to minus 1. So you get the answer 17. So the remainder is 17. Now same way you will find out for the second and the third sum. Now the sixth sum is, if the polynomial is divided by y plus 2, the remainder is 50. Then find the value of m. Now the value of the polynomial p is given by y cube minus 5y square plus 7y plus m. So divisor is equal to y plus 2. So take y is equal to minus 2. Value of the polynomial p at minus 2 is equal to minus 2 cube minus 5 into minus 2 square plus 7 into minus 2 plus m. So minus 8 minus 5 into 4 minus 14 plus m. So here you will get minus 42 plus m. But the remainder is 50. So substitute 50 is equal to minus 42 plus m. So m will be equal to 92. Now seventh sum, use the factor theorem to determine x plus 3 is the factor of x square plus 2x minus 3 or not. So here opposite of plus 3 is minus 3. So find out the value of the polynomial at x is equal to minus 3 and if you get the answer 0, then x plus 3 is the factor of x square plus 2x minus 3. Then the eighth one, if x minus 2 is the factor of x cube minus mx square plus 10x minus 20, then find the value of m. So by factor theorem, x minus 2 is the factor of the given polynomial p at the function of 2 is equal to 0. So p is equal to x cube minus mx square plus 10x minus 20. So substitute x is equal to 2 and find out the value of m. So m is equal to 2 you will get. Now ninth sum, by using factor theorem in the following example, determine whether qx is the factor of px or not. Now the second polynomial qx is equal to x minus 1. So find out the value of x is equal to 1, you substitute in this, and if you get the value of the polynomial is 0, then the second polynomial q is the factor. Now here we find out that the value of the polynomial p is not equal to 0. Therefore, q minus 1 is not the factor of p. Then the 10th sum, x raised to power 31 plus 31 is divided by x plus 1. Find the remainder. Now the polynomial p is x raised to power 31 plus 31. Divisor is equal to x plus 1. So by remainder theorem, take x is equal to minus 1. So minus 1 raised to power 31 plus 31. Now minus 1 raised to anything, any power, even if the power is an odd number, then you will get the answer minus 1. So 31 is odd, so minus 1 raised to power 31 is minus 1 plus 31, that is 30. So remainder is equal to 30. Now same way you can try the 11th, 12th and the 13th sum, and if you have any doubt then we can clear.